How's everybody doing on this Good Friday? It is Friday the 13th. Man, time to get some spook on, right? Let's see who all is in here. Let's see who's in here. Ground fog. What up? Joe. Joe's in the house. How you doing, bud? Gonna go run some errands. Good luck with that. I know how that goes. Errands on a Friday is brutal. A lot of people out trying to do the same thing, getting ready for whatever they got going on for the weekend. El Cap's in the house. What up? Neil. We got Neil saying hey. And Robert Douglas, always a pleasure to have you up in here. Faction, no way. Oh, he saw my post say chili and he was all for it. He was like, yeah, chili. So, with that, I brought my chili to work, and apparently I've got 3. There was total 4, right, honey?
Yes.
So there's total 4. So I got 3 competitors that I'm up against, and I took some. What was the last spice that I threw? The cayenne pepper. And the wife thinks I added a little too much of the cayenne pepper.
Yeah, I thought it was good though.
But again, she doesn't like things spicy, so I think I felt like it was fine. I felt like it was good. Granted, in my very first time ever making chili, so I think I hit a home run. I really think I did. We will find out. I will find out probably, hopefully tomorrow, who got the most votes. They're doing it all day. They're doing a box. So as you saw in the photo, my Instapot was labeled as contestant number 2. So chili pot number 2. And so and everybody takes a piece of paper, writes out the number that they of the pot that they thought was the best, and throw it in a box. So I believe tomorrow morning they will draw from the box. They have to do it all from 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock tonight, so that everybody going in and out of work today can cast in a vote and try the chili. So we're not supposed to. The idea of the numbers on the pots.
They don't have problems with the bathroom
Yeah,
again.
yeah. The idea of the numbers for voting was so that you really weren't supposed to know whose pot was, who made each pot of chili, so that there was no bias, so that there was no favoritism going on. But yeah, I didn't stay true to that. I kind of made it pretty well known for the 40 minutes or so that I was there, which pot was mine. So yeah, that was I made sure that everybody knew which pot was mine. I feel like if anything that'll get me maybe an extra vote or 2, but El Cap, I did not G-ball the start. I was like 4 or 5 minutes late. G-ball is like 10 plus. He's like 10 plus.
It's because I broke my decoration.
The reason why I was a handful of minutes late was because my wife broke her new Halloween decoration that she just purchased from the home goods store, and on the way home she set it in the back seat upright instead of laying it down, and it fell over. So I started super gluing it back together. So that's what I was doing, was I was getting super glue all over my fingers just a little bit ago. But yeah, so chili. I did a video. I did some recording, and once I find out the results tomorrow, again, hopefully tomorrow, should find out tomorrow, I will have a couple photos of me getting an award. Hopefully, maybe. Not trying to be too overconfident, but I think I am giving the rest of them a run for their money. Then I will post the video probably again. If I find out the results tomorrow, then I will get that video posted up by Sunday. Should have it edited, and I shouldn't have to do too much editing, but get that posted up by Sunday for everybody to know the secret Urban Woodsman chili recipe. Big shout out, thank you to Grumpy. I reached out to him and I reached out to Papa Rhino for some tips or hints at how to do a really award-winning chili. Unfortunately, Papa Rhino was traveling for work and he didn't have that particular cookbook. Apparently, he's got 3 or 4 different cookbooks full of recipes, all of his special recipes. So he wasn't able to give me his recipe, and he was traveling. So I didn't bug him about it. But Grumpy gave me a few hints, a few tips, much appreciated. So I think I just might get an award or get a at least second place. I gotta come in at least second place, and hopefully they give something for second placers. I know if you're not first, you're last. So that was that. Let's see what else. Oh, what did everybody carry today? I have been carrying and trying to love more and more the Kansept Tuckamore. And as you can see here, I darkened up the micarta inlays on it. I took the what were they, like a brown? Yeah, they were like that light brown micarta, and I hit them with some red. Bleached them, gave them the bleach bath, and then hit them up with some red RIT dye. And so they're kind of like a dark brick red, you know, that solid brown, almost a burgundy, if you will. So yeah, so that's still having issues. Still not happy with the way they did the edge of that clip. There just should have been a much better ramp angle done, because it does want to, on blue jeans at least, it has a hard time going back into that pocket. So that was primarily my carry this week. Let's see, and the other one that I carried one day was the the Cetus, Orion Cetus. Love the consistent curve from the handle all the way to the blade tip. Just a solid working knife. Fantastic knife. And that wood overlay is just freaking fantastic. Super sweet knife. And then the other one that I carried a lot, well, not a lot, but a couple of other days this week. Again, over last weekend, I had the had this guy, had the Vosteed version of the Mayhem. I carried this guy on Tuesday. And what was it? Oh, no. It's not up there. Where did I put him? Oh, yeah. Here he is. I carried this guy. And I got a video coming soon for this one. It's going to be, I'm going to do, and tell me what y'all think of this idea. My idea is to G-ball, since we already were talking about G-ball. G-ball did a compare contrast video on these two Megarons, which are both amazingly great budget price range folders, and they have, again, they're great to compare because there's some slight similarities and different aspects that are similar. Ergos are both fantastic on them, and they've got some positives and negatives to each. So G-Ball did a comparison video on them, and so I was going to do the same comparison video, but then play G-Ball's comparison video as I make my commentary. So I'm going to perhaps partially echo G-Ball, at the same time maybe put up some fighting words at the guy, as far as maybe some disagreements. So I think that might make a bit of a fun video, is to have me agree and contest what G-Ball's thoughts were on these two knives. So y'all tell me what you think. Is that a good idea, or is G-Ball gonna make me in fear for my life? Y'all tell me. I'm telling you, the big thing that I wish the Tuckamore had is a back flipper. You can middle finger flick, and you can thumb flick this thing, if you don't fudge it up, to Kingdom Come, but it really would have been nice to have a back flipper on this guy as well. But at the same time, not having a pocket pecker, so it makes it a little nicer going in and out of the pocket, or reaching into the same pocket for other things, that kind of a deal. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm trying to get over with, and come to terms with that knife. The other knife that I carried a lot last week, which I believe is still in another pants pocket right now. Yeah, I don't see it up here. Oh, I carried this guy a handful of days. This is the Valona with that blue and black G-Mascus. Very, very elegant. Very nice knife. Definitely a full handle knife. This thing's over 4-inch blade. It's here, a good size comparison would be the Spartan Harsey 4-inch. So look at those. Very, very close in size. The Valona is just a hair bigger. Just a hair. So yeah. I have not carried my sword yet. The sword that I got the other weekend, when I was up at Myrtle Beach, I have not EDC'd that yet. Not yet. One of these days. So yeah, so I did the chili thing. Talked about knives that I carry. Let's see, what else did people carry today? Dopey, where's your pocket check, bro? What did you carry? Rat 1 and D2. Right on. Can't go wrong with that knife. It's interesting. When I first picked up a Rat 1, I felt like it was too big. So then I passed it along to someone else. I don't remember who. And I picked up a Rat 2. And I carried a Rat 2 for a while. and then realized that I preferred the rat one. I didn't go back and get another rat one, but I got rid of the rat two because I ended up realizing that I was actually happier with the rat one. So it's weird how that kind of stuff happens. What's up, Dwayne? Dopey, I'm waiting for your pocket check. Let's see it. So, if anybody wants to donate some money to me, let me know. But apparently, we need some new hand towels. Yeah. The wife thinks that these hand towels got destroyed the way that they got destroyed because of the washer and dryer, right? She's on the bed back behind me. So actually, I think she went to go get the kids from the bus stop because it's raining today. We've had on and off drizzly garbage rain all day today. But I believe that these hand towels got destroyed because she likes to use them to go around the house as fly swatters. She likes to use them and rat tail whip with these towels at the flies in our house. So, we need new hand towels, and maybe we need to get a bug assault gun like Maddie has and so many other people have, because she just ruins the towels. The towels are ruined. Ugh. Yeah, she just tail whips the shit out of the flies. She's nasty with these towels. Like, she goes crazy. It's frightening. When she grabs a towel, everybody in the house runs. Everybody in the house runs. The dog runs, the cat runs, the kids run, and I'm shrugging like, don't hit me. I didn't do anything. So yeah, definitely need some new hand towels and probably one of those bug assault guns for sure. Let's see. My big exciting news that I'm waiting for so patiently, so frustratingly, is EMP EDC. John should be getting those OTFs, the EMP EDC Pulse OTFs. They should be arriving any freaking day now. Any freaking day now, he's supposed to get those things. And then he's got to do some QC work, and then they'll be up for sale. His goal, again, is to, when he posts them up for sale, that it's not a pre-order. You buy them straight up as a drop. So my fingers are crossed that that'll happen next Saturday. So a week from tomorrow. Hopefully he'll get them by Monday or Tuesday and do all this QC work and have those ready to go to buy on Saturday. And with his goal being that when you buy it on a Saturday drop, that they will be in the mail by Monday, and you will get them sometime midweek. You know, that they will arrive at your door within 3 to 5 days. So that's what he hopes to do from what I've heard and understand from him. So I am trying not to get my hopes up that happens next Saturday. My hopes and dreams of one of those Pulse OTFs. If not, then it'll be the following Saturday. But regardless of which Saturday they drop, I should, again, fingers crossed, receive it by Halloween. If not Halloween, it'll be the first of November, the day after. So hopefully, I'll be able to get mine by Halloween. If not, sooner. Hey, here's Dopey's drop. Everybody ready for this? Dog pile. He's got the Effing Grow EF902, the Olight Baton 3 Pro Max, 2 CDC coins, 2, and I guess he's got one in each front pocket to keep them balanced out. He's got that Issuing Stitches Hank, a Forest, four Forest Hanks, mini pry bar, Joe Isabel Donut, and Bic lighter and a pin. Bic lighter and a pin. Just any old pin, or do you got a fancy pin, Dopey? Clown car carry, or so I've heard. What's up, Justin, Ohio? And Colby. Colby's in the house. What other news? What other announcements are there? Did anybody score any good stuff for October Prime Days? My daughter got some underwear. We got some more charging cables, cords. I didn't buy. There were a couple of knives and a multi-tool or two, but there was nothing that really piqued my interest. I'm live. Bye-bye. Go Ace. Skedaddles. So we got, my daughter actually got a few things that we saved some money on for. She got her birthday, two of her birthday presents. We got some filters for the shower heads because we've got some pretty hard water. And you know, most of y'all know how much the ladies bitch and moan and complain about what hard water does to their hair and how much it defeats the purpose of their fancy shampoos and conditioners. So we've got to have filtered shower heads to get rid of that hard water. We are going to, my family, my wife loves to go every year to the Callahan Fair. That's there in North Florida. So that is tomorrow for us. We are going to the fair. And I asked my wife, I asked Mrs. Urban, what's her favorite things about the fair? And she riled off. That's for Zoe. I'll let her open it later.
Where do you want to put it?
Just set it on the trunk right there. It's fine. So, thank you. Where's this? Best Buy. This is garbage trash. Junk mail. Don't need that. What's your question, sir? Oh, in a minute.
Okay.
So I asked the wife what was her favorite things about the fair, and she riled off like 4 or 5 things. I mean, Callahan Fair down there in North Florida, they do a miniature rodeo bit. She loves seeing the animals that they bring, the farm animals and stuff, because she's from a farm. She likes the music, she likes the food, she likes this, she likes that. She listed pretty much everything that's at the fair, and it's like, okay, so you don't have a favorite thing. And so I asked her, I said, what do you think my favorite thing is about the fairs? And she's like, oh, duh, that's easy. It's funnel cakes. I love my funnel cakes. And the fair is hands down the best place to get a funnel cake at. I'm sorry. but I know some sporting events do funnel cakes, and some, other events do funnel cakes, and people sometimes do homemade type funnel cakes for parties and stuff. Church events sometimes do funnel cakes, but nobody in any of those places, any of those other events, do funnel cakes the same way that they do at the fairs. Arguably, vast majority. Your best funnel cakes are almost always picked up at the fair. And just the atmosphere that goes with eating a funnel cake at the fair. Good old Southern country fair. Fall festival, fair, whatever. So yeah, y'all go ahead and drop down what is y'all's favorite thing about fairs and festivals. Justin, Ohio started it off already. Didn't even have to ask. He loves them elephant ears as well as the funnel cakes. Yeah, elephant ears are pretty good. But I will say that I've had more people fair stands, concessions mess up elephant ears than they should have. So I've had more than one too many elephant ears disappoint me at the fairs, at the festivals. So I just stick with my funnel cakes. It's just been my experience. And I don't always get a funnel cake, because sometimes depending on the event, depending on the fairs, they're priced a lot higher than they really should be. And I'm a cheap ass, so I sit there and I bitch and moan and whine inside my head about how much I want one, but yet I'm refusing to spend the number of dollars that are required to acquire one. So in reality, I should just, bite my lip and throw out the cash and enjoy my funnel cake, because it's usually just once or twice a year that I get to have one. So, should I really bitch and moan and resist a $9 funnel cake rather than a $6 or $7 funnel cake because I'm being stingy? Should probably just fork out the $9 and fucking enjoy the damn funnel cake, right? Fort Worth, yes, awesome place. They do fantastic funnel cakes there. I've had their funnel cakes. I did not try their sticky buns because the Pennsylvania Dutch sticky buns that they do up in Pennsylvania, those are my favorite. There's a couple of places up there near where my aunt and uncle live that they've taken me to that do insanely good sticky buns. And yeah, it's Pennsylvania Dutch. So, let's see what I glanced at it, but I didn't really look. White Mountain Knives, I did see White Mountain Knives did in fact drop today. So if you are interested in picking up and not done so already, Maddie's knife, done up by Kaiser. Let me go to Presente, share screen. Do. There we are. Yep. Okay, let's see, where's it at? Don't tell me they're sold out already. Don't tell me they already sold out of them. They might have. I don't know how many he picked up. Yeah, I think they're gone. We got the Two Sons. We got the QSP Rhino, which is a terrible, god-awful version of the EMP EDC relative. Shame on them for screwing that up. We got some returns, detents and off-centering. Scratches on the Vosteed Raccoon exclusive. There's the Centurion that I have. Well, there's this. This is the QSP Puffin done up with the frame lock and the carbon fiber. That's a pretty solid knife. There's a Devo Growler version 2, the black and white, the Stormtrooper version, $99. Can't argue with that. That's an excellent knife. The version 2 definitely fixed the major issues and complaints people had with the version 1. So bravo for Kevin and Colin for doing that. Yeah, let's coming soon. The Jack Wolf Vampire Jack is dropping on the 20th. That's next Friday. Yep, next Friday. So that's a gorgeous looking knife. I like the I know Doom would love this purple handle right here, right? All about the purple. It's a sexy knife.
Oh, shit.
Wonder what Zorro's barking at.
That's cute.
This is an interesting knife.
Oh, you forgot to tell me to go pick up the kids, Jason.
Oh, I thought you had gone.
No,
What'd you do? Fall asleep?
I was sleeping. She's picking you up.
For what?
So you can go finish your LIF project.
What the heck?
Yeah, so the
I was
CVV
supposed to.
Amorite. CVV Amorite. That's an interesting. How long is that blade? That blade is almost 3.5 inches. All right,
Okay.
hold on a second. Let me go take care of Zorro. Dog barking like crazy. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, what do y'all think about that Amorite? Good blade shape. It's big, button lock. Nitro V. Civivi must have gotten one insanely good deal on the Nitro V. This thing is wild. I saw this the other day, earlier this week. What kind of messed up blade shape is that? The angles and the grinds. Whew. That is one heck of a blade. The ergos on the handle I like. That looks like that's comfortable as hell. I like that. Gives you a nice flat spot for your thumb right there at the top of the spine of the handle. I like the window cutout. That's really, I mean, they definitely put thought into how they did that window and fitting that in there. It's just totally streamlined with the different grinds on the blade. That's intense. Whew.
Hey, babe, throw your love play on PlayStation.
Yeah, he's fine. So again, 20 CV, almost $300. That's it's a one heck of a price for that. But you are getting a 3.3-inch blade, 20 CV, titanium blued, titanium stone-washed handle. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that a fair price for that knife? Maybe with how many different angles of grinds they're putting on that blade.
How much is it?
$289.
You're not buying it.
No, I'm not buying that. That's a little too out there. Not price wise, but just the style of the knife. It's a little too out there for me. Where's what's the name of Maddie's knife? That Kaiser. Why am I having a brain fart? Well, what's the name of Maddie's knife? Somebody help me. I totally forget. Yeah, the Phoenix. That's right. Why did I forget that?
You're dumb.
Because I'm a dummy.
How dare you say that, mother?
Yeah, so they sold out of them. Already. There are multiple options, flavors. But yeah, the Kaiser Phoenix. Isn't that the one? That's the version that they sent to Maddie, I think, is the one with the carbon fiber there. He's all about that Persian-y looking clip point, you know, that big upsweep to the tip. It's a good looking knife. It's a good design. See, let's see. Yep, they got a good angle for the ramp on the end of the clip there. So there's no issues with going in and out of the pocket. I don't know why companies are falling short on that. But yeah, let's see. Let's go to Blade HQ. Let's go to Blade HQ. New arrivals.
That one.
Why is it not wanting to let me present? I don't know why StreamYard's not wanting to let me present. Screen sharing was canceled. Make sure you click share on. There we go. There we go. Ta-da. All right, so they got all the Riot Exo mini daggers. Whoop-de-doo. Look at this weird-ass thing from CRKT. What's up with that? Cast and design. Huh. That's interesting. What do you know? And they put D2 for the blade steel. It's a tiny guy. It's handle length is just under 3 inches. Blade length is 2 inches. It's a little thing. It's a little bitty thing. Fortuitous and MagnaCut. What? CRKT using MagnaCut? I didn't think they were bold enough to go to a good steel. Sorry, that's one of my biggest gripes, and I know I'm not alone, because I've heard it plenty from others. But for such a long time, so many years, decades, CRKT has been in the dark when it comes to using more premium steels. They always put the same inexpensive, softer stuff on all their designs, and that's been like the most frustrating thing, because they get so many amazing knife designers crank out some really sweet looking knives, and then they go to put it together and they just got a mushy steel on it. And for all of us that care about blade steels, it makes it a hard pass, and that's a bummer. They got some Arcform Slimfoots. The Macro 2 by MKM. These things, these Fox knives, those are some big ones. Those are fixed blades. You got anything else good? Oh, they're finally, after a good number of years of posting this one and some of the others as April Fool jokes, it looks like they're actually going to start making some of them and see how well they do. So this is going to be fun. Here's the hot dog one. The Boker Wiener Warrior Kalashnikov. I don't know. That's pretty wild. True McDonald's colors right there, though. Right? They even did the clip. That's some funny. And D2 for the blade, but at least it's coated. It's coated in mustard. It's coated in mustard. Oh, that's great. These are kind of interesting. These bubble inlays. What do y'all think about that? The bubbles. Look at the bubbles. That side looks more like a rock texture. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what I think about that. There's the Phoenix on Blade HQ. So you can still get one from Blade HQ. They got them in stock. You're going to pay the full $179 for it. And tax. Right? Doesn't Blade HQ still charge tax? But so yeah, there you go. That carbon fiber looks good though. Yeah. Let's see, what does Honey tell me? Yeah. Doesn't give me any other options. Purchasing power. What else dropped? Bunch of Protex. You want some Protex? This guy also dropped the Huntsman bolster lock. That's one hell of a wicked blade. Super wicked blade. It's interesting how they did the holes like that for your with a thumb stud. So you can middle finger flick that or hit up the thumb stud. I don't know. That's a wild blade shape. Not my jam. It's too much for me. Too much for me. We're getting the AD 20.5s out with what is it, S35 VN steel. So they're finally getting around to putting some good steel on these AD 20.5s. Yep, CPM 20 CV on this guy with Tri-State's favorite handle material these days, that crappy piss yellow Ultim. I don't understand why he likes that so much. I think it's ugly. Well, yeah. Anybody else pick up a new knife this week? Illuminati's in here. NATK. Yeah, so oh, they are on Kaiser's website. Are they on Kaiser's website? What about Mojave Outdoors? Do they got them? Do they got them there? Does Mojave got them? I don't see it. I don't think they do. Nope, doesn't look like they do. That's interesting because usually Mojave is one of the first to bring out their newer stuff. Nope, they don't have it on Mojave. They did a Pelican Mini, and it's on sale 50% off on Mojave. Here, let me share that. Look at that. See, what is that pricing at? So it's gonna be $72, and the steel is N690. Is not a bad steel, but not necessarily a big fan favorite. But yeah, and the Mini's got a what's the blade length? The Mini is still a 3.35 inch blade, so it's not. It says it's a Mini, but that's over 3.25 inch blade is not that small. Not a bad knife. Not a bad knife. But this is what their new arrivals are. They got the Mystic, the Millet. How much is that Militol? I've seen pictures that people have posted of it on Instagram of the Militol, and I wasn't totally stoked over the design, but let me see. Oh, they are sold out, but at least I can still get it. $159. and it's a 8-inch overall, 3.35 blade of S35BN. So I wasn't totally sold on the design. I just the way they did the micarta inlay there, that shape, it doesn't really look like anything to me, and it's just not as pleasant as I feel like it could have been. Like if they had done it in an actual shape of something, then that would have been cool. I mean, hummingbird inspired design with a drop point blade. How is that I don't see a hummingbird design there. I'm sorry. Y'all slap me in my face virtually if I'm wrong on that one, but I don't see it. They're saying the 4-corner screw fixation increases mechanical features, providing a smooth operation akin to a hummingbird's graceful swooping motion. Have any of you actually like watched or listened to close up this noise that a hummingbird's wings make? And as far as a graceful swooping motion, every single time, and I've seen plenty of hummingbirds in my lifetime so far, I cannot say that they are graceful. I would not say that they're graceful, and I would not say that they're smooth either. Those wings, as fast as they're beaten, put out quite a bit of noise, and they are very quick in and out to the feeders and whatever they're doing. They zip and zoom. Not to me that not in a graceful or smooth way at all. They don't really swoop. They're more like a pouncing. At least to me, that's my perception of them, I guess. But El Cap says, I got a Delica that replaced a stolen one. I forgot how much I love the Delica. Oh, you got Forrest sent you that Tough Light with the Hank or the cool. Is that the Neil? That was the October Halloween Hank, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't it the Halloween Hank? Yeah, I looked at his stuff. He picked some nice designs, Halloween designs for those Hanks. Those are pretty sweet. If I carried Hanks more, I don't carry Hanks like Dopey carries Hanks. Dopey has at least 3, if not 5, 6, or 7 Hanks on him on a daily basis. I'm sorry, I don't carry Hanks like that. I'm lucky if I carry one for half of a day. They're useful. I have them nearby. I always have 1 or 2 nearby, and I use them throughout the day. But I don't necessarily always keep one on me. Yeah, so it's a cool knife. I just don't. It's not. I'm not that intrigued by it. It didn't wow me. Let's go to Kaiser's actual website. The Veritas is still my number one Kaiser these days. I absolutely love this knife. Yeah, this guy is just, it's a fantastic top notch EDC for anybody, all day, every day. In fact, I think I'm gonna carry him tomorrow. I'm gonna carry this guy tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, El Cap. They're not as graceful. Slowing down some high quality footage might change your mind. I don't know. I don't know. I can say that my dad has had, because they at their lake house they get quite a number of them, and my mom's got, I think, 2 feeders set up at that house. They are not so great with navigation in regards to being able to go in and out of his garages. He's got a three car garage with each bay has its own garage door, so that 3 garage doors, and yeah, they apparently struggle to. They fly in and they struggle to find their way back out, according to my dad. He's not a fibber with that kind of stuff. So yeah. So apparently, at least the ones that he's got up at his place, they kind of suck with their navigation skills in and out of garages. Let's see. Yeah, look, they are in fact still in stock at on Kaiser's actual website. So there you go. Shipping calculated at checkout. Let's add to cart and go to checkout. I'm not gonna fill out all my personal information, but does Maddie have a discount code? Is there a discount code for the Kaiser website? Is it Keister Toast? did he get a Keister Toast set up? Let me go back and hit the estimate shipping. Yeah, we'll just no. Georgia 31519. Yep, standard would no signature required is $0. So free shipping, which probably anything over $100 is probably Kaiser's thing. I don't know. I can't say that I've ever bought a knife straight from Kaiser's website. Yeah, so like it says at the top, free shipping on orders over $99. Oh. I kind of like the Doberman. That's a pretty good looking knife right there. 3.6-inch blade, black stonewash, S35 VN. Fantastic price for that. Look at that. $170 for that big of a blade of S35 VN. And titanium stonewashed titanium handle. I'm not totally crazy about the blade shape. It's not the most beautiful looking blade shape. It kind of sort of reminds me of the Kapara. The Spyderco Kapara. A little bit. What do y'all think? It's got more upsweep than the Kapara does. But quite similar with the flow of the lines. I would just say that the Doberman lines are a little more exaggerated than the Capara. There's more curvature in its blade shape. But yeah, and the handle is rather similar. I bet that Doberman would be very reminiscent in hand to the Capara. Didn't Tri-State mention that the other day on like last Sunday or maybe even Tuesday? I think he might have mentioned that last Sunday.
My shoe is right by me.
You make it from Mexico up to Alaska every year in the dark, huh?
So asshole. So it.
I don't know. I'm just saying that that's my dad's experience with those hummingbirds around his lake house. They struggle to get out of his garage once they fly inside of it, whereas the other birds that fly around in through the garage seem to do way better. He said it's a night and day difference. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the ones the crazy ones that are up at his place. Um, yeah, the Spyderco probably does a marginally a better job. Um, and of course, who doesn't love the compression lock? But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I know that they fly backwards because that's how they truly back in and out of those feeders and everything, and they'll go backwards pretty quick. Yeah. So in my chili that I made, we'll go ahead and stop sharing the screen. In my chili that I made for the cook-off, I picked up from one of my local liquor stores this Bird Dog Mesquite Brown Sugar flavored whiskey. Mesquite Brown Sugar. And I had some yesterday evening while I was doing some of my prep work from making my chili. And this stuff is pretty darn tasty. Pretty darn good. I enjoyed it very much. Very much. So yeah, good stuff. Bird Dog does a good job with their different whiskey flavors. But yeah, the mesquite brown sugar. So yeah, some of this went into the chili for the sake of flavor. And then another thing that's good to bust out this time of year, now that us southern states and Texas included, and that it's not 100 degrees outside anymore. If you didn't know, Zippo, the lighter company, makes fragrant candles. They've been doing it for a good number of years. And of course, this is one of my favorites, the bourbon and spice. I also have a tobacco one and a rum one. The tobacco one is tobacco and something else. And I think the rum one is just rum. But anyways, so they make a handful of different flavors, and the lid is cork that's kind of charred at the top. Makes it very rusticy. And these freaking smell amazing. So now that we're not having to run the air conditioner 24 freaking 7, we can bust out some of these flavored candles and get the house smelling nice. God, I love bourbon and spice. What's the tobacco one? I think it's tobacco and leather. Let me get them. They're just right here. Yeah, dark rum and oak is this one. Dark rum and oak. And I purchased these from Smoky Mountain Knife Works years ago. And they still freaking smell freaking amazing. So yeah, this is the dark rum and oak, and that's how much I've burnt up of that one. Oh, dark rum and oak, it's so good. And then it's the tobacco one is whiskey and tobacco. So yeah, whiskey and tobacco, which I love this one too. But I gotta say my favorite is the bourbon and spice. Yep, definitely. So freaking good. Let's see which one. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite here. This is kind of cool. You can tell by how much of these have been burned. So this is the bourbon and spice, definitely burned the most. This is the dark rum and oak, burned almost as much, but not quite. And then the one that's burned almost the same amount, just a hair bit less, is the whiskey and tobacco. Here, let me. This is hard to do with the camera. But yeah, the whiskey and tobacco here is almost not quite as much burned as the dark rum and oak. They're fairly close, but yeah, the rum and oak a little bit more than the whiskey and tobacco. But that's interesting. You can totally tell which ones I favor by which ones I've burnt the most of the wax from. That's cool. But yeah, these make fantastic gifts as well. I don't have a giveaway to do with y'all this week because I need to acquire some more giveaway items. Y'all kind of burnt me out. My giveaway inventory got drained from my 1K live giveaway. I sent out eight packages. Well, I sent 7 packages out from my house, and then I purchased the speaker on Amazon. So that was sent by Amazon, not me. But regardless, 8 giveaways total is what I sent out, and so that was a lot. I loved it. It was so much fun, and everybody got their stuff as far as I know. Everybody messaged me at some point in time or another, and I've used the strop block, and I was showing off all the stuff from that package that was so graciously sent to me to my dad. And my dad and I talked about what to do with that block of Purple Heart. So he said that it's too narrow, too small. It's not large enough dimensions to use that for making the pepper mill, which was what I thought too and was afraid of, because that would have made for a very pretty pepper mill. But he says what he thinks would be really cool to turn it into is a decorative rolling pin. Just a smaller decorative type rolling pin. That of course I would use it for certain things in the kitchen. It would actually be great for making my crepes. minutes. But so that's possibly what I'm gonna do with it. Is you make a beautiful rolling pin that sits out and looks nice as well as gets used from time to time. So that will be a good, fun little thing to turn out of that beautiful purple heart. So, alrighty, y'all, y'all are just beating me down with the whole hummingbird thing, aren't you? I'm whatever. To each their own. To each their own. But I think we're gonna call it a done live, and let y'all get on to some other fun things. We've got activities this weekend. My daughter's doing a bowling birthday party on Sunday. She's got stuff for scouts Girl Scouts that she's doing right now, and we're going to the fair tomorrow. So there'll be a picture of me eating a funnel cake taken, I'm sure.
You ain't gonna share it either, probably.
And I don't share my funnel cakes. I definitely don't share funnel cakes. But yeah, and hopefully I'll get some good news of winning a chili cook-off competition. That'll be pretty stellar. I won't cry. I won't be upset if I don't win.
You're right.
I won't. You know, it's my first time ever making chili, so
You should let me cook chili.
you said earlier that my chili was pretty freaking flavorful.
Well, I do say that it could be nice, but the beans would have been done.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Now the wife's being a hard critic.
Get used to it.
But all right, y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe. Have fun. Do some family activities. If you got one, if there's things to do, get out there. The weather's freaking great. And I'll see y'all in other lives, in the chats. All right, y'all take care. Have a good one.